Because I totally feel like now it's becoming a melting pot. I mean, I've only known Ogdens to come to Pleasant View. There's a whole other type of, clientele on this side. You can probably imagine the challenges I have because of, did you ever meet the previous owners?
No. How long have you been the owner?
5 months. That was the original. The all-American looking Texas style man. And then here comes this 5 foot, Hispanic lady. And so everyone's like, what?
Is the founder still here?
So that was him.
Okay.
And he's out in Texas, but I kept his grandson, which is the one that was right next to him.
Oh.
So his grandson is now my head chef.
This industry specifically, I've gone to barbecue places in Austin and stuff.
Male dominant.
It seems like very personality driven too.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the barbecue guy. They've got their flavor.
I mean, just think about it. Like when you think of a grill, right? You don't think of a girl behind a grill. You think of a man, right? When I get talked to, it's always like, oh, well, where's your husband? Do you have a pit guy somewhere around? And it's like, well, what makes you think I can't cook? You know what I mean? Yeah. So yes, this is a male dominant world. However, I'm here to play. It is military based, the whole family. Like, that's one of the sons that passed away from leukemia. But he also served. Anthony, which would so the new head cook, his parents are up there. So yeah, giving back to the community is important. So when the fires happened, I was not at all interested in, having a spotlight or anything. I just said, let's open up the restaurant. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? To help first responders and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden people just started pouring in with like, hey, we want to help and pitch in.
So go back to, what were the circumstances around you coming into it then?
About a year or two before, I had already thought about purchasing another restaurant, which was more female based, right? It was a breakfast spot.
Oh, okay.
And so I was really interested. I thought it was something I was going to do, but it just didn't feel right. So I decided not to. Something was like, hey, this just isn't it. And then we got a call. And it was like, hey, there is a family-owned barbecue place out in Pleasant View. I think they're looking into retirement now. And I don't know, something was just like, I think you might have found it. And so, but the thing is that I didn't really come in as the main person in that conversation. I was kind of more like, maybe I was going to be the office person or something, that fell through. That conversation fell through. He said, I would like to do business with the girl, with the woman instead. And I knew it, but I had a feeling. I knew it. I've always believed in intuition and stuff, right? I don't know if it's a feminine thing, but I knew that I was going to get called for some reason, and ended up being my restaurant. To do a true Texan barbecue takes a long time. Like, for instance, our main brisket that we offer, 18 hours smoked. Someone has to watch that.
Wow.
We have to babysit it. You know what I mean? It's not something that we can just magically, do in a couple of hours. The brisket, the Utah brisket, which is more of the fast cook brisket, that's still another 8 to 9 hours. So when we came in, we needed to introduce the Texas brisket, a true one, which was peppered and everything. The one that was here is on the sweeter side, which the Worcestershire sauce is pretty much the component. Nothing to do with Texas. So that's what's the Utah brisket. And people love it. But we had to mess up tons of brisket to make the right one. I'm not in competition to offer the same exact thing as someone else. I want to make my thing, be a little bit different, but make it the best that I can possibly have. So my menu isn't extensive, as you saw. It's pretty, it's lean to certain meats and certain styles of meat. And then once in a while, we'll be introducing new things like our pork belly. That's something different that Ogden hadn't really tried. And you do get a lot of people like, this isn't it. But then you have all the, because the melting pot in Ogden, right, that has happened. People migrated from all places. They know pork belly.
Yeah.
And so then that's starting to spread. And it's like, oh, well, Lost Texan has pork belly on Thursdays. You guys have to come and try it. And so I've noticed that my best marketing has actually been spread of word of mouth.
Yeah.
Everything that James and Marty used to do before is still here because we have a lot of locals that love it just the way it was.
Yeah.
So I am not here to change their legacy. I'm just here to add to it.
Are the desserts new? You have some cool desserts.
We do. So we have Bass cheesecake, which is not traditional, right, in Texas whatsoever. Anthony brought in a banana cheesecake pudding. It's so good, it makes you want to slap your mama. The other thing that's really out of the box is our blue heat. barbecue sauce. I was like, I need something from home, you know? And I was like, we gotta try a new barbecue sauce. We tried apple, we tried apricot, we tried blackberries, raspberries, you know, and then we hit blueberries. And the moment he did the blueberries, it was it.
Yeah.
It was everything. We have a lot of people that ask for it, so much so that I offer now a new wet rib that is made with the Blue Heat
So
barbecue
it's hot
sauce.
blueberry barbecue sauce.
It is.
This front runner station is always a pet peeve of mine. It's got to bug you as a business owner.
It honestly, so I wish it was like functioning. I wish that
Right.
stopped.
Right,
You know,
it's there,
yeah.
it's ready. Like a train could be.
We actually get we get like comments online all the time of like, oh, the front runner is there, and it's like it doesn't work. There's no stop. Yeah, so it does bug me. And then the worst part of it is when you get the trains, the supply trains, or what are they called?
Oh yeah, just freight trains.
Yes, and then they like, you know, I mean, it's a good thing. I always joke around and I always tell the employees, hey, when one of those freight trains stop, you guys are going to have to go over there with the sign, you know, because they're probably stuck there for like a good 10 to 30
That's
minutes.
A good point.
Yeah. Oh, we're just going to start handing out
samples.
For real. I'm like samples and coupons, doing it the old school way. I was just, yeah. I was like, well, maybe like wash a window or two, you know, make it more productive. But yeah.
Well, is there like a good, like, how do you tell people where it's at? Do you just say by the defunct front runner station in
So we
Pleasantview?
have two what is it, like points of interest,
Yeah.
right? We say right by the Pepsi factory,
Yeah.
right? And then there's an Ogden clinic in the corner.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, other than that, if we're talking about like the freeway, then yeah, we'll say, you know, the 2700, like if you're heading to like Smith's Marketplace or Lee's,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you'll run right into it on the left. But we've actually been pretty surprised at how many people didn't know we were even here. I believe James and Marty never really did too much marketing. It was kind of just word of mouth. And one of the things that people are really coming for is our bison. We're one of the few
really?
places that offer bison.
Wow.
Yeah, we partnered up with a local supplier, and again, clean ingredients, no MSG, any of that. Today, I launched out my new Texas Twinkies, not to be confused with the jalapeno popper, but it's very similar. So it's a stuffed jalapeno with cream cheese, and we do put brisket in it. There is a specific recipe that we use, right, to bring out all the flavors in it, and then we wrap it in bacon and then put honey glaze on top of it. It is spicy, but it is delicious. I just think food is honestly everyone's love language. I have yet someone to tell me they do not like food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that food can bring a community together. I think it can bring cultures together. So that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to feed people and not worry so much about, like, you know, my background, what kind of Hispanic I am. You know what else? Just let me feed you.
Yeah.
Let my food do the talking.
Yeah.